You open your eyes, but your body won't move. You sit on the edge of your bed, eyes half shut, mind foggy, heart begging for 5 more minutes. You drag yourself into the day, feeling like you never left the night. And no matter how long you sleep, you keep waking up like this, tired, slow, and frustrated before your day even begins. Most people assume they're tired because they didn't get enough sleep, but that's only part of the truth. What you're actually feeling is something called sleep inertia, the mental fog that lingers even after waking. It's not about how many hours you slept. It's about how your brain was pulled out of sleep and whether your body was ready for the day. Sleep inertia happens when your alarm yanks you out of deep sleep too suddenly. Your brain is still swimming in delta waves while your calendar expects productivity. Add bright phone screens, loud alarms, and a total lack of sunlight, and you've created the perfect recipe for morning dysfunction. You're not lazy. You're interrupted. In Japan, they don't treat waking up like an emergency. Their culture encourages softer transitions into the day. Quiet homes, gradual lighting, and gentle rhythms. No loud music. No blaring TV. No immediate demands. This gives the brain space to finish waking up fully before being asked to perform. And that small window changes everything. Your problem isn't just in your sleep. It's in how you exit it. Most people wake up with panic, noise, and pressure and expect their brain to function at 100%. But biology doesn't work like that. You need to guide your system from sleep into clarity. And once you learn how to make that shift, morning sleepiness stops feeling permanent. In Western culture, mornings are a rush. Alarms scream, phones buzz. People stumble into the kitchen reaching for caffeine before they've even opened a window. The brain is thrown into stimulation before it's fully awake. And the result is predictable. You spend the first 2 hours trying to shake off a fog you accidentally reinforced. In Japan, mornings are designed to support the nervous system. There's silence. There's rhythm. There's a sense that waking up is a process, not an event. It's common to stretch, open windows, drink warm liquids, and move slowly before speaking or interacting. The energy is calm, not chaotic. And that calm becomes fuel for clarity. These aren't elaborate wellness routines. They're simple, repeatable actions baked into culture. School kids often walk to class. Offices may play soft music or begin with group stretching. Homes are arranged to let in sunlight and reduce clutter. It's not about motivation. It's about designing mornings that respect your biology. What if your problem isn't that you're not a morning person? What if your environment and habits are just wired against you? Japan proves that waking up fresh isn't about genetics or personality. It's about intention. And the way you build your morning has the power to either drain you or unlock your natural energy waiting underneath. The body doesn't like being startled awake. Loud alarms spike adrenaline and yank the brain out of sleep before it's ready to function. That's why you wake up feeling groggy, irritable, and heavy even after a full night of rest. In Japan, it's more common to wake with softer sounds, sunlight, or even silence. The idea isn't to shock the body. It's to gently cue it into motion. When you wake up at the same time every day, your brain begins to anticipate it. Cortisol rises naturally in the last phase of sleep to prepare you for alertness. But when your wake time constantly shifts, that rhythm never stabilizes. You jolt awake from deep sleep. Your brain is confused. And your body carries that confusion all day long. Japanese homes often allow natural light into sleeping areas. Curtains are thin. Lights are warm. People wake not because they must, but because their environment makes it easier to do so. That doesn't mean no one uses alarms. It means the experience of waking is treated with care, not aggression. And that subtle shift makes a massive difference. You don't need a perfect schedule to feel better. Just pick a time that works and stick to it even on weekends. Use gentle alarms. Let in light if you can. Train your body to expect consistency, and it will reward you with energy. You don't need to force the day to start. You just need to stop fighting against your own rhythm. The fastest way to eliminate morning sleepiness is to expose your eyes to natural light. Your brain doesn't fully wake up until it sees daylight. That's because melatonin, the sleep hormone, is light sensitive. Until it gets shut off, you stay in sleep mode, and no amount of coffee will fix that. You're trying to wake up with the brakes still on. In Japan, people open windows immediately after waking. They let in soft sunlight, even if it's cloudy or cold. It's not just about mood, it's about chemistry. Light enters the retina, travels to the brain, and tells the body to stop producing melatonin and start generating serotonin. That one shift changes everything: mood, focus, and energy. This habit is embedded into culture. Whether it's a child walking to school, a shopkeeper sweeping the street, or someone standing by the window with tea, light is a built-in ritual. It's not forced. It's just normal. And because it's normal, their mornings begin with energy that doesn't need to be borrowed or stimulated. It's created. Try stepping outside or facing a window within the first 10 minutes of waking. You don't need perfect weather or a sunrise view. Just light. Let your eyes receive it. Let your brain respond. That one moment of brightness can do what caffeine never could. Flip the biological switch from sleep to wakefulness in a way that lasts. Before coffee, before emails, before conversation, wash your face. It sounds simple, but in Japan, this step is sacred. Cold water on the skin is more than hygiene. It's a message. It tells the brain the day has begun. Nerve endings wake up. Circulation increases. Your body registers contact with the outside world, and suddenly, you're not sleepy. You're present. In Japanese homes, this is often the first stop after waking. A splash of water to the face, the hands, even the neck. This practice isn't rushed. It's deliberate. It creates sensation. That temperature shock increases alertness, tightens the skin, and sends signals to the sympathetic nervous system. Your body exits sleep gently but decisively. You feel alive again. We underestimate how much our senses shape our energy. Your skin, your breath, your nerves all have to wake up too. But when you go straight from bed to screen, that transition gets skipped. You stay foggy. You keep yawning. The brain hasn't been reminded that you're in the real world yet. Cold water fixes that in seconds. Try it tomorrow. Go to the sink before your phone. Feel the water on your cheeks. Breathe. Wake up with sensation, not stimulation. Let the cold jolt pull you into the present moment. This isn't a wellness trick. It's how your nervous system is wired. And once you start giving it physical signals instead of digital noise, your brain finally gets the clarity it's been waiting for. Silence is sacred in Japanese mornings. The first minutes of the day are not filled with small talk, noise, or stimulation. They're quiet, intentionally quiet. This isn't about being antisocial. It's about giving your brain space to finish waking up before it has to process language, emotion, or interaction. That silence creates internal alignment. When you speak too early, you shift mental gears too fast. You move from rest into response mode without the buffer your mind needs. Talking activates memory, emotion, planning, and attention all at once. That's why early conversations often feel draining. Your system isn't fully online yet. And without quiet, it never gets the chance to catch up. Japanese culture protects this silence with subtlety. Families prepare for the day in shared space without constant chatter. Even breakfast can be eaten with calm presence instead of distraction. It's not a rigid rule. It's an emotional boundary. A way to let the nervous system stabilize before entering the social world. That's what creates inner calm. Try staying silent for the first 10 minutes tomorrow. No texts, no voice notes, No early meetings. Let your mouth rest while your body adjusts. Let your thoughts rise gently instead of being pulled out by conversation. You'll feel your energy hold longer, your clarity sharpen sooner, and your morning begin on your terms, not someone else's. Japan doesn't push movement as punishment. It invites it as rhythm. Instead of dragging themselves to the gym half awake, many people begin their day with light, intentional motion. Gentle stretches, a short walk, a few rounds of radio taiso, the national mobility routine. It's not about fitness. It's about flow. Moving to wake up, not to burn out. This movement sends a signal to your brain that you're safe, awake, and ready. Muscles engage. Blood flows. Your spine uncoils. You don't need sweat to trigger energy. You just need motion. Most people skip this step, thinking they'll find energy sitting still. But your biology is built for action. Movement isn't extra. It's essential. In Japan, this idea is everywhere. Office workers do light exercises before work. Students stretch before class. Seniors meet in parks to move together as part of their morning ritual. No one is chasing a pump or grinding for a goal. They're simply reminding the body that it's time to start. That motion is medicine, and it keeps the mind alert. Try this tomorrow. Before reaching for caffeine or your phone, roll your shoulders, stretch your arms. Walk around the room with intention. You're not trying to get shredded. You're trying to wake up your system without stress. Energy doesn't come from effort. It comes from rhythm. And movement is the rhythm your morning forgot. In Japan, breakfast isn't cold, rushed, or skipped. It's warm, grounding, and intentional. A bowl of miso soup, steamed rice, a soft egg, maybe some grilled fish. These are light foods, but they carry deep purpose. Warm meals send heat to the core, activate digestion, and signal to the brain that the system is online and ready to function. Western mornings often begin with nothing or worse: cold sugar, cereal, iced coffee, protein bars eaten in the car or while checking emails. These habits confuse the body. Your brain is starving for signals of safety and nourishment, but instead it receives shock and silence. No wonder you still feel tired. You didn't feed your fire. You numbed it and expected to perform. In Japanese culture, warmth means energy. A warm liquid in the belly tells the gut to wake up. The gut speaks to the brain through the vagus nerve. And when that conversation starts calmly, everything runs smoother. Focus improves. Anxiety drops. You feel present. You don't just fuel your body. You soothe it into readiness. Start small. A warm tea. A soft-boiled egg. Even reheated leftovers from last night. What matters is the signal. What matters is the signal. You're telling your body it's cared for. That the day can begin without panic. And when your stomach feels calm, your brain follows. Because energy doesn't start in your head. It starts in your core, and warmth is the key that unlocks it. You're not broken. You're not lazy. Your body isn't weak. It's just untrained. Most people wake up tired, not because they slept wrong, but because they were never taught how to wake up right. The modern world pushes noise, speed, and stimulation the second your eyes open. Japan offers something else: rhythm, clarity, permission to rise with purpose. Morning energy isn't about motivation. It's about design. The light you let in, the silence you protect, the water you drink, the movement you make. These tiny actions build a powerful biological sequence. They don't take time. They give time back. Because when your morning starts clean, your entire day moves with more control, more clarity, and more calm. You don't need to overhaul everything. Just start with one habit. Open your window. Drink water before coffee. Stay silent for 10 minutes. Let your body lead instead of dragging it forward. These rituals aren't trends. They're signals to your brain that the threat is over. The day is safe, and it's time to rise with energy that belongs to you. You've been waking up in survival mode. Now you get to choose something better. Your energy was never the problem. Your environment was. Your habits were. And now, your awareness is your advantage. Rebuild your mornings like the Japanese do. With rhythm, with care, with intention. And your sleepiness won't stand a chance.